Your news tips are worth money. Call in your tip at 223-6059. We'll pay you cash. This is WROI News.
.1 WROI, it's time to take a look at your local news. News today is brought to you by your Fulton County REMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. And by Rochester Greenhouse. Send a fresh cut flower bouquet today and make someone's day. Currently sitting at 47 degrees here in downtown Rochester. We'll take a look at that full weather forecast a little bit later on in your news. United States Senator Joe Donnelly was our guest for his regular interview. This week marked the nationwide protest of students over gun laws after last month's mass shooting in Florida. And we asked the senator if Washington might take action and what kind.
With rights come responsibilities, and so we want to try to make it so that these children can be safe in school, whether it is hardening the schools, whether it is working on mental illness, or whether it is expanded background checks, which I voted for time after time.
The senator told us what his goals for gun legislation.
If you buy a gun in Rochester or anywhere in Fulton County or the state at a normal store, you have to have a background check. And the reason for that is to make sure that all your friends and neighbors are safe and that this is done the right way. If you buy it online, there's no restrictions at all. If you buy it at a show, as they call them, you can simply go up to a table, put out the cash, and walk away with a gun. And it doesn't matter if you got out of the Indiana State Prison the day before. It doesn't matter if you have a long record of troubled mental health issues. And so what I'm trying to do is make sure that we protect our Second Amendment rights and at the same time act responsibly and make sure that everybody can feel safe in their homes.
The senator also told us about legislation he voted for but didn't pass the rest of Congress.
It's called No Fly, No Buy. What this legislation did was say that if you're on the terrorist watch list and you're not allowed to fly on an airplane anywhere because you're on that list, that you shouldn't then be able to purchase a gun. And we couldn't get that through Congress. These are the most basic things, I think, that we should be able to do, as well as working with mental health. And Indiana has a law that I'm very supportive of, that I've tried to get similar laws for the federal government. In this law, it's called the red flag law, which says that if you see something that looks really out of place, for instance, this fella down in Florida, there was indicator after indicator. And in Indiana, the police can go and confiscate the weapons and then have a hearing to see about giving them back.
And again, that was United States Senator Joe Donnelly. You can hear that interview in its entirety on our website, WROIFM.com. Meanwhile, the state legislature set money aside, around $5 million this session, for improved school safety, with Governor Holcomb tasking the Departments of Homeland Security and Education to come up with a comprehensive plan by August. We spoke with Eastern Pulaski Superintendent Dan Foster and asked if he's heard what the state has in mind.
I have not seen anything yet. I did see the request, and I'm thankful for that. Don't get me wrong, but as far as how that trickles down and, strings attached and expectations of how that's going to be divided up and what the expectation is for usage of those funds, I haven't seen that yet.
And again, that was Eastern Pulaski Superintendent Dan Foster. We'll be back with a look at your full weather forecast after this.
Your Fulton County REMC is proud to offer the new Faster Exceed satellite internet service. They can now connect customers to their fastest satellite internet service ever, with broadband speeds up to 12 megabytes per second. For homeowners with fewer options for internet service or who live in rural areas, there's no better option than Exceed Broadband. Share photos remarkably fast. Enjoy better video chat with less jitter. Send and receive files quickly. Exceptionally fast web browsing and email. Listen to streaming music. If you're ready for a faster internet connection, you're ready for Exceed Broadband. Call 574-223-3156 today to learn more about the amazingly fast Exceed Broadband service offered by your local Fulton County REMC, your Touchstone energy provider. And now take $50 off all new Exceed internet installs with your Fulton County REMC. Call them today.
Don't forget the REMC Easter egg hunt, Saturday, March 24th at 1 p.m. at the REMC, Highway 14 West, Rochester, Rochester with lots of prizes. Rain date will be April 7th. Find the golden egg and win a cash prize. Bring your camera for a picture with the Easter Bunny, and the hunt is open to the public.
If you're planning a wedding in the coming year, Rochester Greenhouse, 412 West 11th Street, offers free consultation and offers the most creative and beautiful wedding flowers. Stop by and refresh your home with new cash and carry spring flowers, silk arrangements, and gifts. Next door, Brooch Boutique has received all the great looks and transitional fashions for spring in sizes small to plus. There's new arrivals every day. So shop Rochester Greenhouse and Brooch Boutique. 2 stores, twice the shopping fun.
And again, we are at 47 degrees under mostly sunny skies here in downtown Rochester. Culver is at 45. The Grissom Aeroplex is at 48. We continue to see mostly sunny skies the rest of the afternoon. Tonight will be mostly clear, and we see a low around 23. Tomorrow, sunny skies. We have a high near 40. Tomorrow night, things get a little crazy. We see rain, snow, and sleet. Oh my, all of that before 4 a.m. And then sleet possibly mixing with some freezing rain, and we see a low around 28. On Saturday, snow and freezing rain is likely, possibly mixed with some sleet before noon. Then we see a chance of rain and snow up until about 2 o'clock. And we have a high near 43. And a low around 27 on Saturday night. Sunday, we see sunny skies. We have a high near 51 and a low around 34. Monday, it'll be partly sunny. We see a high near 48 and a low around 32. Again, 48 at the Grissom Aeroplex, 45 in Culver, 47 here in downtown Rochester. This has been a look at the forecast for Rochester and all of north central Indiana. The news today was brought to you by your Fulton County REMC, home of the Exceed broadband connection. Fulton County REMC, your touch-tone energy provider. And by Rochester Greenhouse, corner of 11th and Fulton Streets. They are your full-service hometown florist. For WROI News, I'm Paul Zartman.
Do you have the WROI News Tip of the Week? When you see or hear news happening, call 223-6059. If you have the top tip of the week, we'll pay you $10. That's 574-223-6059. 223-6059.